Hi there everybody, how's it going? Trem here, today on a Triumph Street Triple 675. Oh, let's get out of here fast. Oh wow, that's a comfy seat there. Clutches near the end, interesting. Good lord, this thing's comfy. Let's get on the move and see what we think. Mirrors are interesting, I don't know if they're aftermarket. So, Triumph Street Triple 675. See what we think. I've ridden the RS 765. This is the 675. See if there's much of a difference. Seat is extremely comfortable. Even comfier than the RS actually. Very upright with the bars. Quite lean forward. Definitely sports bike feel. Fuck me, that's got loads of torque. Very, very light on the go. Like seriously light. That exhaust though. A couple of things I should probably go over. First of all, the dashboard. Dashboard, typical Triumph, exactly the same as the Triumph Tiger. Exactly the same, pretty much. So there's not really a lot to say there. You've got your RPMs, you've got your speed in digital, your RPMs on tacho. You've got your trips, which there's no point messing about with them. You have your normal like fuel consumption, your track trip, you know, all that good stuff. The mirrors on these I think are aftermarket, but I'm really not sure to tell you the truth. But yeah, they're really good actually. They look stylish, but they do work, so that's a bonus. Oh my god, that is fun. I'm gonna get to open up in a minute, and I can't wait. What is that? Where did that come from? Oh god! It feels very planted, that's for sure. Let's talk about seat height, because that's kind of important on this bike now. Look how bent my knees are. I'm like 6'2", 6'3", so not a very tall bike at all. Not at all actually. Indicators are mini ones. They're not very stable, but they're mini indicators. They look a bit better than a lot of the ones you get. Knees are bent back, sports bike style knees. But upright bars, just so much control, it's untrue. That sound, oh my. We're going to take it around some twisties, like I did with the RS, see how she copes. And yeah, let's go have some fun. Top end power is obviously lacking. I think that's the biggest difference between this and the 765, is definitely the top end power. This thing seems to top out now. Now I'm at about 70. It tends to stop out, there's not as much pull. But on the 765, I do remember I could be doing 70 mile an hour and it would still pull and pull and pull. So that's quite a difference. Let's just feel that torque again, because that was ridiculous. And you're already like well up to speed already. Like, that's freaking ridiculous. Be the perfect combination between comfort and performance. Bit grindy there, coming out with that turn. Don't blast out. It's got that nice. This exhaust kicked ass. How good is this? Now this is a road I'm very familiar with, and I took the RS around this bend, so we'll see how they differ. The RS was definitely more sporty feeling. Definitely. You could tell it was like based on a Daytona back end or something. Saying that, that didn't feel unnatural. Oh, it's just as much fun as the 765. Personally, apart from probably the more mid-range kick, definitely low down. The same amount of power, I would honestly say. Mid power, still nearly the same, but the 765 definitely has a bit more. And top end, definitely a lot more top end. That's probably why there is increased horsepower with the new 765, the RS especially. Most likely because it is top end faster. What's nice is that you can go for a really sporty ride, still be comfy, and you could probably do some fair distance on this and still be okay. Not touring like a tourer, but like, I don't know, a full day's riding without feeling any discomfort. Whereas my sports bike, starting to feel a bit sore by the end of the day. This thing, you'd probably be pretty good. It's no slouch. It's still absolutely no slouch. That exhaust sounds freaking lethal. Brakes are obviously not Brembos. You can tell they're not Brembos, but they're still good and they do the job. Around the twisties, it absolutely takes gold. It's just so easy to turn because of these bars. Oh my god. I'm still used to leaning because of the sports bike, but yeah, ace. Everybody says with the new 765, they've just improved on the old Street Triple. They haven't changed a lot. They've just kind of upgraded it. Now, my personal opinion, you'll all have different opinions, but I do not like the new 765 headlight. I just don't like it. I think it looks shit. Which I know is, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm so glad they got rid of the bug headlights, but these headlights have grown on me. They look more aggressive than the new 765 ones. ABS on this model, the guy did say on most new model, I believe the bug-eyed ones especially, all have ABS. So that's another massive bonus. My CBR 2010 doesn't have ABS. Kind of pisses me off actually. Sometimes I do a bit of a skid, I'm like, if I had ABS that wouldn't have happened. But, as I always say, you know what to do if it's happened to you and you haven't got ABS. So if you skid and you don't have ABS, you know how to handle it. Whereas if you live off ABS all your life, and then you get on a bike that doesn't have ABS and you have a skid, you're like, shit, and you might drop it. It's seriously fun. I'm really enjoying myself. Didn't realise a triple sounded this good with an arrow can, like Christ. Just slap around here, whoa! Nice. It's a proper you can have such a laugh on this thing. Power to, see, this is the thing about, this is what I was just saying about where I live. Like, this is my surrounding area, this is what all the roads are like, is like sweeping bends, and yes, I've had a lot of fun on my 600 on these, but this thing is just like, you want to go, this isn't the R version, definitely not, but write in the comments below anyway. I am 90% sure the R version has Brembo brakes, and the RX certainly does. So just have a look into it, but I'm pretty sure I'm right saying that. Bit of air there. Am I having as much fun as the Street Triple RS? No, I'm not. I'm not going to lie. I'm not having as much fun. I was absolutely on another level that day. But, this bike is more comfortable than the RS. I know you could just go get the Street Triple R, which is comfortable. Street Triple R 765, sorry. You could just get one of those and that would be comfy, yes. But I think this is enough. It depends, actually. I think it depends on your budget. If you can afford a 765 and you like how it looks, I'd probably say go for it. Especially the R version. The 765R is sexy, apart from the headlights. As for me, I like the 675 more, I think. If I'm honest, I do. I like the 675 more. I like it a lot. It's a great bike. I'll tell you what, I do like it more than, I like the 675 more than the 765 RS actually, because it has the amount of torque and it still gets you well up into high speed quickly, and it's still fun, it's stable, it handles well, it's got good brakes. I'd probably get a Street Triple 675R or an RX if I was going to buy one. The RX obviously will be a lot more uncomfortable because it's got a Daytona back end on it, but it looks better and I think it has a bit better equipment on it. I think it might even have a quick shifter, so that's a thing. But I think the 675R, I think I would consider buying one quite highly. So we're going to take it back to Triumph now. We're going to put a bit of fuel on it for the guys letting us borrow it. Got to be kind to them. They've been fantastic. A1 Moto, shout out to them. Please go, if you are in York, please go visit A1 Moto because they are a fantastic Triumph dealer, as I mention every time I ride a Triumph. They are fantastic, they are helpful, friendly guys, they'll sort you out, and when the day comes, I may even actually go see about buying one of these. But yeah, this has been the 675 Street Triple. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Please leave a comment below on what you thought of the review and what you think of the bike in general. And I will see you guys in the next first ride, which potentially, ladies and gentlemen, will be the BMW 1200 GS. Very excited. Mrs. Trem will be joining me on that test ride, so I'm very looking forward to doing it. And I'll see you all guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys. See you later.